All right, welcome back to 1822 MC Adventures and More. It's Wednesday, and today we have a heat index of 107. Yeah, that's what I said, 107 degrees heat index today. So basically, due to lack of interest and the heat, Wednesday has been canceled. What's that mean to me? It means I went fishing. That's right, I'm down here at my favorite spot, Dixon Field, right alongside the White Oak River. And today I'm fishing with two of my favorite poles. And I just got done doing an R&R on this one. The clear coat was coming off of it, so I sanded it with some steel wool and then I sprayed it with some clear coat. And this is a South Bend custom spin cast power taper. It's a 2-piece rod, and it is, I should have thought about this before I turned the camera on. It is about 6.5 foot long, and I have a classic Zebco 33 on here, which I did a quick R&R. I took it apart, greased everything up that needed to be greased, and ungreased the things that didn't need to grease. And I put some fresh 10-pound Zebco Ragin' Cajun line on here. Should be pretty happy with that. So this is what I'm fishing with both ends for today, or catfish. And I got a fresh piece of bluegill on here. I have a 25-pound shock leader. I got a slip sinker and a swivel. And I'm catching my bait today on this old fly rod. And I believe it's the Shakespeare Wonder Rod or Wonder Glass, something like that. It's about 8 foot long. And I got a spinner on here. And this also was my dad's rod. And he used to love fishing for bluegills and crappies and panfish and whatnot. So he'd go out in his little boat and he'd have a whole mess of rods like this everywhere. But I basically use it for fun to catch the little bait so I can catch bigger. Anyways, like I said, I'm fishing with my two favorite rods today. So let's get to it. Alright, and I definitely will be using the bait clicker on this. I'll give it just a little whiz on out there. We'll see what happens. Yeah, 107 degrees forecasted heat index today. It's brutal. So naturally, I put a little tarp up so I'd have some shade. Anyways, let's catch some fish. Alright, so while we're waiting on a big one, let's get another little one. And I have a long shanked number 8 hook here, so when I catch a little brim, it's a whole lot easier to get that hook out of him. And I'm trying to ride the worm all the way up on the shank. This one's not wanting to cooperate. I got that probably 4 feet. And I'm in the lumber yard. Whoa! Holy smokes, it got nailed as soon as I put it in there. Huh, what the heck? Whoa, check that out. Holy smokes, what is that, a little bass? Wow, check that out, folks. Here, you. Hey, settle down. All right, you. Holy smokes, hooked him right through the lip like a good boy. Hey, come on now, get out of there. Wow. As soon as that worm hit the water, this bad boy hit him. Look at that. Nice pretty little bass. Wasn't expecting that, you can believe that. Nice little fish there. Wow. Was not expecting that. That's what makes fishing in the river so fun. You never know what you're gonna catch. A little bass, that was amazing. And you see how he bent that fly rod. He bent that thing like he was gonna break it. Wow, a little dink bass. I tell you what, that made my day right there. You don't need that going on. All right, all clear. Let's see what happens this time. I mean, man, as soon as it was in there, it got nailed. I got that bobber set at like 4 feet and on a semi-tight line. See what happens. So I tried a nice piece of fillet. Guess nobody wanted it, so now go for the head. They always like a head. Everybody likes a little head, right? Remember that guy Al Snow? WWF wrestler? Used to come out there with that doll head. That was funny. Oh, and what I'm cutting this with is a cheap, always good for one-time use, Pakistani stainless cheap flea market knife. It'll hold the edge today. I'll have to sharpen it when I go home, but I pulled this out just because I'm thinking it's got a semi-square back so I can scale my bait fish, and I can cut the bait fish up and put a new edge on it when I get home, and if I lose it, I don't care. And if I need it and throw it, I don't really care either. Not that I'm promoting violence or anything, but you know, we're living in some pretty crazy times right now. Never hurts to be prepared for anything, right? So let's put a head on here and see what happens. I'm just kind of hooking him through his mouth and out the top of his head. And I do believe this time I'm just kind of going to lob him out here just a couple of feet. Now let's throw this all the way across. Here we go. Alright, what I did was I just put a little BB shot on my shot leader so this sinker don't go all the way down to the head. Maybe that fish head will just kind of wobble around on the bottom with the current. Whoa, alright, we got something here. Look, little catfish. Nice bullhead, just the right size to eat. The only reason I'm going to keep him is he swallowed the hook. Alright, so that's it for the heat index fishing trip. Today I caught a bass, I caught a bluegill, I caught a bullhead, I had a couple decent hard hits that got away, caught a humongous snapping turtle that was probably about like that, and because it was so hot I had a battery melt in my camera. That really kind of sucked, but it's all good. Drank all my water, drank everything cold, ate everything cold. I'm done. I need to go find some AC. But for 107 degrees heat index today, I caught a couple fish. Got to sit outside. Better than sitting inside doing nothing, being in quarantine. Fuck you, Commandant Cooper, right? Just remember that. Come November in the election, if you vote, remember that. President Trump left the powers to your local mayors and your governors. He said, I'll leave it to the state. Each state is different, so I'll allow them to do it. A mass blanket thing just won't work. So here we are, fucking 200 and some odd fucking days past 2 weeks of hell and $1,200. Fucking cunt-ass Cooper still has us locked down, but we're supposed to be grateful because now we're in lockdown 2.5, almost to 3, almost back to normal. What a fucking piece of shit. Remember that when you go to the fucking election booth. I don't care what your fucking affiliation is. Remember who the fuck locked you down. It wasn't Trump. It was your Democratic shitbag fucking mayors. It was your fucking commie cock-sucking fucking Democrat governors and everything in between. Fuck all those motherfuckers, right? I still, when I think about it, who the fuck are they to say I'm non-essential or anyone else? If you're an American, born here, raised here, naturalized here, got your papers, if you're a fucking real American, you are essential to the wheel that makes this fucking country roll. Remember that in November. 107 degrees with the heat index today. Still a good day. Let's ride on out of here. Whew. Man, it's hot. Alright, well, that wraps up another episode of 1822 MC Adventures and More. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, don't forget to do the YouTube thing, you know, thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And there's 3 things I want you to remember. 1, never leave more than your tire tracks. 2, when you're out in the woods or in the park or wherever you're at, pick up after yourself, and if someone else was inconsiderate enough to leave their mess, as much as it sucks, do the right thing, pick up after them. And 3, remember this, nobody likes a fucking snitch. So with that being said, what do you say we ride on out of here? Follow me, I'm no shortcut.